Now, happening now, where Utahns are gathering to stand in solidarity with the local Jewish community and the war breaking out in Israel. You're taking a live look of the crowd at congregation Kol Ami in Salt Lake City. The Kol Ami was one of several Utah Jewish community centers threatened over the weekend. Several high-profile state leaders are planning to address and join the crowd in mourning the thousands of lives lost since the outbreak of the war. You're seeing this live look here. Now, President Joe Biden addressed the nation for the first time this afternoon, affirming U.S. support for Israel.
We're surging additional military assistance, including ammunition and interceptors, to replenish Iron Dome. We're going to make sure that Israel does not run out of these critical assets to defend its cities and its citizens.
Now, the president also confirmed for the first time that Hamas has taken Americans hostage. He says freeing those people is his top priority. President Biden shared that 14 Americans have died in Israel so far. Now, one of those people has Utah ties. A local rabbi shared on social media today that a 24-year-old member of the young Jewish professional Utah community is among the dead in Israel. ABC4's Annika Johns has that story for us. She joins us live here in Salt Lake City. Annika, a devastating announcement that really brings the war that much closer to home.
Absolutely, Sarah. Just like you said, this new development is shattering hearts in our Utah Jewish community. Today, I spoke with Rabbi Avremi Zippel, who says that 24-year-old Lotan Abir was among those killed Friday evening during a rave where Hamas military stormed the festival where he was attending. Now, Zippel says that Abir was a member of a young Jewish professional Utah community and lived in Utah for 9 months. Abir was in Israel to attend a rave with some friends, a few of which were also from Utah. Abir has confirmed to have been killed in the fighting. His friend Zippel says were able to escape. Zippel describes Abir as a good kid, an incredible handyman, a lover of music, and a kind soul. He says with Abir's death, this conflict no longer is just across the world, but here in the States and specifically in Utah.
On a certain level, I think our community having the ability to grieve this on a personal level does make it more meaningful. It does, I think, allow us to stand in more solidarity with our families back in Israel, because it hits home for us here in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is grieving a loss at this point. And it's not a war that's happening thousands of miles away. It really does feel close and it feels personal.
Rabbi Zippel says that Abir's family will be holding his funeral tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Israel time. Now, the friends he was with, Zippel, say are okay, but they are mourning heavily. As this conflict continues to unfold, we'll both update you on air and online at abc4.com as we continue to learn more. Reporting live from Salt Lake City, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
All right. Thank you, Annika. Now, this is likely just the beginning here of the war in Israel. Now, the rippling impacts, you saw it there, it's hitting home here in Utah and across the world. So as Annika mentioned, stick with ABC4 News as we continue to follow the emerging war in Israel. We'll bring you the latest updates that's both on air and online at abc4.com.